the channel. Thanks for stopping by. We have Dutch Mob coming, man. You know what? I have like 2 or 3 tracks from Dutch Mob on my playlists, and whenever they pop on, I gotta tell you, I get the biggest smile on my face. I just love this collective. They do hell of a job, man. Every so often I'll reach out to Rez and be like, hey, you know, when do we have a new Dutch Mob coming, bro? I need that in my life. So we get that working up a little bit, get that going. And but yeah, man, this one's 10 years old or close to 10 years old. It's called 1%. So let's jump right in, man. See what they got for us.
It's the flight that stopped the train and put the message out. We're living in a time of devices that keep us settled down. There's price tags on our heads like crowns, vices that would let us out. Forever bound to money like rubber bands on Nigga Bretren's couch. A sofa shoebox to the poker, face full of coca. Nostradamus shoulders growing cold until I'm older. Freeze over and keep my soul to myself, no go to the vultures. Old voters, controllers, and media post for the posers. PCs go for their quotas.
Like I said to start this track, man, fucking it's almost a decade old, and it's crazy just how more things change the more they stay the same. These cats could be dropping this track right now and it would feel just as important and just as relevant today as it as it does when they dropped it. And they could have dropped it 10 years before that, and 10 years before that, and 10 years before that, so on and so forth, man. Rinse, wash, and repeat. It's crazy. Although the, what's the correct way of saying it? Although the methods may look different, it's always been the same. And I think I'm gonna bring it back here. I really love the strings, and then that beat drop is sick, man. Ill Informed, big up, like best producer on the planet. Let's go.
It's the flight that stopped the train and put the message out. We're living in a time of devices that keep us settled down. There's price tags on our heads like crowns, vices that would let us out. Forever bound to money like rubber bands on Nigga Bretren's couch. A sofa shoebox to the poker, face full of coca. Nostradamus shoulders growing cold until I'm older. Freeze over and keep my soul to myself, no go to the vultures. Old voters, controllers, and media post for the posers. PCs go for their quotas. Color coded covert exposures, racists and roaches. So ingrained in our culture that most don't claim that they notice and stay contained in a hopeless state of no shits. Give and just make your dough and give over half of it to narcissists, paedophile rings in parliament who scare us with the terror to reimburse and rearmament. It's alarming when people starving don't see us.
It's happening, right? It's happening right now. Everything that he's saying is happening right now. Like, aren't you cats dealing with the fucking digital ID thing going on right now? It's just that overreach of this idea that you need security. And as you cats know, every bit of right you give up, you never get back. And I saw a funny meme the other day. Actually, I don't know if it's a meme or if it's just one of my friends on Facebook from the UK posted, you know, oh, well, you need a digital ID for your safety and protection, and to have a secure government identification. So then the person says, well, what about my driver's license and my birth certificate? And the government says, well, those aren't secure. So then you say, well, what do I need to get my digital ID? And then they say, your driver's license and birth certificate. So it's just like, it just feels so surreal. So it's always under that idea that it's best for you. And, you know, the idea, like Rez says, like we're all currency. That's all we are, right? And in 2025, our attention span, our mind is the most important currency that we've got. It's not what what we can give somebody or whatever. It's just they can sell the amount of time they keep. I mean, you're doing it right now watching this video. The amount of time your eyeballs are on me watching me break down a track, hip hop track, YouTube can sell those minutes, man. Those minutes that your eyes are on me, YouTube sells that, man. It's your time, and it's it's fucked, man. It's just it's like the Matrix. We're just that human battery type of thing. It's Jesus.
Quotas, color-coded covert exposures, racist and roaches, so ingrained in our culture that most don't claim that they notice, and stay contained in a hopeless state of no shits. Given, just make your dough and give over half of it to narcissists, paedophile rings in parliament who scare us with the territory and bursting rearmament. It's alarming when people starving, don't see a cent when the governments eating up their countries with corporations and covenants. So fuck that, it ain't the way that it goes. That's a war now, saying I'ma change it for no. I'm saying fuck that. They say it is what it is. Well, that's cool, you can say it when I'm nicking the whip and taking stuff back from the rich to the poor. I'm talking take the cuts back and fucking breaking the law. I've had enough, that's why I'm ready for war with the 1% and on the benches claiming they're pure.
Yo, I attack this with my black fist in my blackness. Heat under mattress for the bastards. I'm masking the fake and the plastic. No pull like elastics. Covert tactics. Been around the atlas. Check my trackers. We moving backwards. White letters, black words, and colored sentences. It's a genesis in my premises, menaces, shutting down your businesses, intimidation bars. We taking ours through the nation's flaws. Now it's new immigration laws. Agent Orange better take a pause before we start breaking jaws, start making wars. You got some bitch in you menopause. I touch down and shut down enabling clause with more applause. Off limits, never touch that. You punch, we punch back, and we still yelling fuck that.
So fuck that, it ain't the way that it goes. That's a war now, saying I'ma change it for no. I'm saying.
Hey man, I haven't heard this cat for a long time. Coming out of Boston, dope flow on this, man. I gotta say, you know how much I love Rez too, right? I didn't comment on this because I went on kind of a little bit of a different vein there for a little bit, but you know, Rez has always been one of my favorites since I came across the UK, man. His flow on this is impeccable. That was dope, man. Both these cats is just doing their thing on this beat. This ill-informed fucking banger, man.
Back, and we still yelling fuck that.
So fuck that, it ain't the way that it goes. That's a war now, saying I'ma change it for no. I'm saying fuck that. They say it is what it is. Well, that's cool, you can say it when I'm nicking the whip and taking stuff back from the rich to the poor. I'm talking take the cuts back and fucking breaking the law. I've had enough, that's why I'm ready for war with the 1% and on the benches claiming they're pure.
It's the right wing type spin, got the whole world fighting for greed with no substance. Lights dim and it's nights are blanking. The souls relinquish and fall to cold clutches. Yeah, how much does a rich man need to satisfy greed? Tell me what be the threshold? And what's a pound if a man can't breathe? If we live more lives in our time than no death, so it's just another cycle. Lost sight for the rights to cop rifles and pop shots like lost idols. The ideologies of stock climbers and high rollers in comparison to road life and cop sirens. It's the land of no peace and lost silence. How we'll fund the army with bombs to stop violence. What's the cost if it costs more than what's priceless? To the point we don't give a fuck and we're not frightened.
So fuck that, it ain't the way that it goes. That's a war now, saying I'ma change it for no. I'm saying fuck that. They say it is what it is. Well, that's cool, you can say it when I'm nicking the whip and taking stuff back from the rich to the poor. I'm talking take the cuts back and fucking breaking the law. I've had enough, that's why I'm ready for war with the 1% and on the benches claiming they're pure.
That's such a dope jacket. Yeah, man, that last verse too, dope as hell. And Vanessa and I were talking about this not too long ago, but like, how much money does somebody need? Like, when does it become obscene? I don't know what that number is. There's no magical number that you can come up with and be like anything over that to me seems obscene. But I mean, because of that, I mean, the greed, I mean, that's how something like, say, Epstein Island becomes a thing, is because there's so much money. Everyone is always wanting to take advantage of the situation and to make more money, right? And that is 100%. I mean, there's a reason why pharmaceuticals are so expensive. Is one example, right? That's why my buddy and I were talking about AI yesterday, and he was saying, like, he's hoping that somebody comes along and creates something for the better. And I said, well, I'm sure there's going to be somebody who does, but the problem is like everything else, somebody is, if there's a way to manipulate it, to take it and manipulate people in order to get their money and their time and their soul, then there's going to be somebody who's willing to do it because they want to live that life. They want the Epstein life, right? They want to be with those people. They want to go to those parties. They want to know what it's like to do those things. And it's not just, like one of us being like, you know what, it'd be nice to have a big house and a pool that I can hang out with my kids. This house, it's not that. It is the absurdity. It's that people want, they want legendary type money, where they can have a private plane and then they can fly to these islands, or they can go hunt a fucking buffalo for no reason other than to kill it and go on to the next thing. It's just another gold toilet, another $300,000 car, and for a lot of these people, it's never enough. It's always, this is good, but what's the next thing? Which is not how the majority of us are wired, so it's difficult for us to even begin to comprehend what that's like to think that way. I read one of the last bars too was about building bombs to fund peace or something. Well, like I said, man, it's almost a decade old and feels just as relevant today as it did back then. Good track. I never get sick of these cats, man. Shit. Anyway, appreciate you coming by, man. Give it a watch, give it a listen. I'm sure you've heard it a million times, but if you haven't, go over, give it a watch. The YouTube channel, link's always in the description. Show them some love, man. I love you guys each and every day. Until next time, stay safe. Good to each other.